I bought tickets to Taylor Swift. As per last video, after our memorable time getting absolutely soaked in the rain during Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour concert in Singapore, it was time to dry off, get dressed, and celebrate a wonderful week in the Lion City with the Michelin-Starred restaurant. Situated on 72 Amoy Street with its non-assuming storefront is Michelin one-starred restaurant Nouri. Their specially curated menu created by Chef Ivan Brem is what they like to call Crossroads, a culinary experience around the globe colliding into one set menu. The interior is minimalistic yet elegant with pops of modern pieces. It feels very intimate with limited seating and open kitchen concept where the prep area melds into the seating area. The experience starts the moment you walk in, where you're greeted by an exotic sitting area where there's welcome drinks and a ceremonial bath. Begins our journey. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Oh, it's a little spicy. It's like a vodka taste. I can't quite put my finger on it, but it's a nice little cocktail. Hi. I want to know, so I taste a little bit of celery.
It's a clarified Bloody Mary.
It's missing the texture. It's just so clean. No.
So it's the first of two rituals that we essentially do over here.
Okay.
The second one involves me and washing your hands.
Okay, guys, let's eat.
You know what? We just sat down and right away, we got served just a plethora of snacks. It's called Breaking Bread. It starts with an abundance of snacks ranging throughout different countries, inspired by different cultures. So we are going to start. Our server told us to start from the hand and then moving on to the jelly to the right and then down towards this beautiful ceviche. And then we're going to move over into the china bowl, into this lovely custard, and then finally topping it off with the vegetable broth. So let's get started, guys. We're ready to try this. I just want to show you this. Oh my god, this is so cute. It's gonna fall. Okay, this is a tomato. Oh, I can smell it's a basil. I love how they have the top of the basil or a little basil flower right on top of the tomato, and it just looks like the vine. Okay, I'm ready to try this. Oh wow, oh my god, it's so squishy. Picking it up. Okay, ready? Ow! Oh my god. I actually am having an emotional moment. Let me talk a little bit about that tomato. Nicely peeled, there's no skin. It literally just pops in your mouth. Inside, you're tasting not only juices, but almost infused with basil. How do I sum it up? It tastes like Italy. Like the freshest, concentrated flavor of Italy in a bite-sized piece, popped in your mouth. And then finally you get the bite of that little crunchy thing, and then the basil leaf. That was amazing. On to the next. Okay. I'm cutting into it and the cross section, look at that. There's something inside. Oh, wow. And has this really rich herb flavor. Okay, I'm gonna try it just without the bread first. Wow. It's so rich. It has the texture of pate, and it's got this really concentrated herby flavor. Mint, yogurt, It almost tastes like some sort of like cashew, some sort of protein in there. Looks like chickpeas. It gives it this really, really nice, hearty, harder, hummusy flavor. I'm sorry. I'm going to put this on the bread that they gave us, which is the size of my hand. Okay. Screw being gentle. I'm going to put this on. This is like, oh my God, guys.
All right. So it's like a sour yogurt, a little bit of lemon juice, a little bit of spices, and then we just hang it overnight. Original versions from the Middle East.
It has this like lovely, almost like a pate texture. So
Yeah, it is.
oh, this is really smart.
Yeah.
Wow, thank you, thank you. So the cross section here is actually made out of yogurt. Okay, it's a Middle Eastern dish inspired by the Middle East. I can taste it now, like yogurt. I do feel like I'm taking a journey right now through the different countries. Excellent, guys. On the bread, it's pretty dense with a nice outer. So the next dish. This is what we're having. We're having the ceviche. I'll take it and show you guys the underbelly of it. So I want to do the smell test first. You can taste the smokiness of it. It's got the smoke. It looks like it's in a petri dish. I love it. Okay, so this is, oh, it's a gelatin. Okay. Bon appetit, guys. Wow. So it's a gelatin, but it's infused in this flavor of smoked salmon. And then it's got pops of, it's some sort of either melon or carrot. And then there's edible flowers that give it a tartness. Oh wow, it's like a non-chewable smoked salmon dish. And they have this herb sauce, giving it that green flavor, that green appearance, but it just works so well. I feel like you're almost having some smoked salmon dish where you normally have with bread, but this is in just in a jelly form. Super light. With flavors of citrus when you have it with the bread. There's this burst of citrus. Very, very different. Was not expecting the gelatin. Beautifully balanced with the freshness of the herb oil as well as the citrus, and then as well as this fruit. It's just very smart. The texture of that fruit is just a little bit firmer than the gelatin, which gives it a nice textural component. And then with that leaf, beautiful. Or the edible flowers, beautiful. Okay, guys, we're on to, as he explained it, it's like a chawan mushi. It's like a jingdan, a steamed egg. Let's dig in. Oh my God, I can smell that oil. Should we cheers? Okay, guys, let's try it. Cheers. Wow. Okay. Creme brulee, guys. Savory creme brulee. Soft, silken, absolutely silken. But the thing is, it doesn't taste like cream. It doesn't taste like milk. You taste cheese at the end, but in the lightest flavor. I want to know what this top part is, this orangey part. It's got this great flavor. It gives it that texture that it really needs because it is so silken, it's so smooth. The oil just swishes around the mouth, adding another flavor. It just works. Mm. It's almost like a very mellow creme brulee, melt in your mouth texture, but with the finest aftertaste of like that soft, is it Boursin cheese? Okay, I'm gonna put it right here. Okay. And then, but it's got like these hints of freshness and sweetness from this pink, I don't know what it is. It gives a much needed bite. Very light, a bit of tartness, a bit of fragrance. Works really well. Mm. And then I'm gonna take the bread and I'm gonna lap it up. Mm. Who doesn't love spreadable cheese on toast? Oh, spreadable cheese on bread. That was brilliant. Okay, guys, on to the next dish. Okay, guys, here's our shot of vegetable broth. It honestly, it tastes like a condensed version of vegetable broth. You see the top layer here, it's got a nice herb oil. The whole entire time I've just been smelling this, it's like very condensed. I'm gonna try it now. Cheers. Oh my God. You know what? I was smelling the mirepoix, okay? Celery, onions, carrots. But the moment it hits your mouth, you get the mirepoix. Then the notes of rich mushrooms come out. Oh my God. It's like mushrooms infused in there. Starts off as what you smell, but it ends off in this beautiful mushroom flavor. Slightly tart, perfectly seasoned, very well balanced. Oh my God. It's so hearty. It's so light. I really want more. I feel like, you know, on a rainy day, if you're sick, this is what you would want. This is what a vegetable stock should be, guys, or a vegetable broth. It is just so. I finished it. I'm so sad now. And that's it. We just finished our snacks and we're moving on. Glenn just so generously told us that on the menu itself, there's a QR code, and all we have to do is just scan it to get more information about our dish and also the story, which I absolutely love because I find that whenever I'm doing reviews on any of the restaurants, I'm always emailing people and asking about the menu and the reasoning behind it. And this is telling you everything. So I'm going to link it down below so you guys can see more information about it. Because right now, I'm too busy to eat. Oh, guys, our dish came. And it is on this amazing baikachan beef. So the 8 righteous symbols of Tibet. I'm a little bit nervous about this dish because the fish has the skin on and it looks very, very fresh. Okay, let's try it. Oh, guys, this comes in layers, okay? And it's not rice. It's like bread almost. It's got caviar on top, edible flowers. It's cultured rice cake, prahok, pickled iwashi, osetra caviar, and pickled ginger flower. Oh, even the flour is pickled. Okay, let's go. Mmm. Wow. Wow. You get this beautiful pickledness. And it's really bringing out the flavors of the fish. It started off a little bit fishy, but it just went really fragrant. The cultured rice cake is just such a different texture that it gives it a whole new element. Mm. It's the pickled iwashi for me. It's like a bite of Japan. Mm. Oh, at the very end, you taste this creaminess. It's like eating sashimi, but in the best way possible. Okay, so it starts off, you get the pickledness, then it's like you're eating a sushi. But instead of the rice being all like in little grains, you're getting another texture, almost like bread. And then at the very end, it's just coming out very, very creamy. Oh my gosh. Ready for the next dish? I want to talk a little bit about our next dish that's coming up. It's Japanese white corn custard, bafun uni, blue corn veloute. But pretty much what it is, hi, doing great. So essentially it is a corn base. They've turned blue corn into a custard and then topped with a Japanese corn. And then you have sea urchin, so uni. And then it's topped with corn chips. I am so excited to try this. I never would have thought putting uni, sea urchin. They suggested we take it all the way from the bottom and getting a full bite. So let's try it. Oh my God. It's actually, there's some resistance. Oh my gosh. Okay. Wow. Oh my God. Guys, not only does it smell like corn, what am I smelling? Okay, I'm smelling like the Dorito, like the nacho. But there's a little bit of, it smells like a Southeast Asian dish, like lemongrass or something. Okay, so let's just get to the bottom of it. What is happening? Wow. Guys. Okay, wait, I'm going back for another bite. I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh. First flavor. Sweet. Then it's creaminess. And then you got a texture, pops of sweet, sweet corn. And then that nacho chip, that Dorito, no, not Dorito, that nacho chip, which gives it that maize flavor. And then I'm getting some cilantro flavor at that. They infused it with what I feel like is lemongrass. And it gives it this beautiful Southeast Asian flavor. But then mixed with something very Mexican. This is brilliant. I want more. Okay, I'm gonna finish this, guys. I'm gonna finish. First bite, the sweetness of the corn seems overpowering. But then it hits you with all of these flavors and textures that it doesn't even matter anymore. Sorry, I want to lick this bowl. It's a good thing it's a bowl because I'd probably be licking it. And then they infused it with what I feel like is lemongrass. And it gives it this beautiful Southeast Asian flavor. But then mixed with something very Mexican. This is brilliant. I want more. I feel like every dish I've wanted more. Okay, so the one thing that I would say is the uni. I felt like I couldn't really taste any flavor from the sea urchin just because the custard base is already really smooth and creamy. The sea urchin seemed like an afterthought because it was already smooth enough. Now, the sea urchin flavor didn't come through at all, probably because I feel like that lemongrass flavor was just covering it, as well as corn is such also a very strong flavor. So I did feel like the sea urchin was a little bit missed, but I don't know. You tell me, have you tried it? You tell me, comment below. I'll have another. No, thank you. Look, I'm so happy right now that I can't stop smiling. To the next dish. Ooh.
Vicky, you'd like to have one of your hand out each, please.
Okay. Ooh.
Pop that in your mouth.
Okay.
Chew, chew, chew.
Popping it in my mouth while he pours this. Oh, wow.
You can go ahead and tell them what you're feeling.
Oh. What is happening? Hold on. No. So let me start. It's got this really green flavor first. And okay, it's starting to tingle. And now it tastes like Pop Rocks. But a million of them all in my mouth.
So we have Jambu flowers. Okay, Jambu flowers have very simple chemical properties to Szechuan peppercorn. Okay, and in the Amazonias, where they're usually from, they're usually used as a natural toothache reliever for the tribes speak. But they grow like weeds. Yeah, they call it Szechuan buttons. Some of them call them like daisies for good reason. Okay, pretty got a zesty,
Yeah, it's
bread.
zesty.
Okay. But we essentially pay tribute to the most ancient versions of dumplings, which were originally done by nomadic Turkic tribes who expanded trade and their conquests around Central, South, and East Asia. They pretty much shaped the way that we Asian people still eat today. And because of all that villaging and pillaging, okay, they very much needed a high protein diet. So the first iterations of dumplings used to call for horse meat as part of their recipe as well.
Oh.
And to pay tribute to the way that they used to consume raw produce, we have a Wagyu and beer cracker on the side. We're serving this together with confit chicken skin and chicken fast dumplings with a beef consomme on the top. So Jambu flowers first, dumplings second, and then the Wagyu and beer crackers to finish. There you go.
I feel like my mouth is on LSD right now. It is.
Cheers.
I'm sorry, but guys, my mouth feels like Pop Rocks, but on speed. It's like an invisible, but it's not like pepper. And it's a little sour, it's a little zesty, but it's just tingling the mouth. Jambu flower. It's a flowering herb native to the Brazilian Amazon and used as a mild anesthetic with some chemical properties identical to those found in Sichuan peppercorn. I'm telling you, I've had Sichuan peppercorn, guys. Right now, I feel like I'm having drugs in my mouth. I'm salivating. It's still happening, and it's 3 minutes in. And he was talking, and I didn't hear him. I don't even know how to eat this, guys. What is happening? That was the best thing ever. Guys, I'm so sorry. We were just talking to Ashley, who's another staff here, but I needed to ask her how to eat this because I was seriously out of my mind for a good 5 minutes. Okay, so she suggests we try this first. Oh, a lot of these lovely warming spices that you can smell. The dumpling. I think it's like chili oil. Okay, let's try this. Oh, spicy. Not too bad. You get cumin inside, and the skin is made of the chicken skin. You can taste that chicken skin, the creaminess right away. Very comforting, melts in your mouth. There's some spice, but it leaves your mouth right away. The soup is excellent. Oh, it's a beef consomme. And you can taste the beef. But because of the dumpling, of the chicken skin, you taste chicken. So you're tasting chicken, you're tasting beef. Very warming. It makes me think of, Mongolia for some reason. I'm gonna take a cross section. So I love that the spices are keeping this bowl warm. This is a very, very traditional Indian bowl. The sweetness coming from the consomme. Very warming. Wow. The added spice really offsets that chicken skin. It gives you a little bit of a kick. But there is some citrus in there. Citrus, cumin seeds. That brightness is like really needed. This is actually a dumpling that's part of the nomadic, diverse ethnic groups of Central Asia. So we're trying something from Central Asia. Okay, on to the next dish, guys. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna flip this over. This is Wagyu. And it's on this really thin, very, very thin cracker. Give it a taste. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. Okay. The crispiness, but the thinness of this chip. And then of course you get the softness of the raw Wagyu. You have cilantro. It's a bit spicy. And then I don't know if it's pistachios. There's also cumin seeds in there, gyro, giving it sort of that same vibe that you had in the dumplings, but a cleaner version. I don't know. I think I would have done this first. This reminds me of India. I think from the chip, very much like a papadum, the cumin seeds, but then you got the texture of the beef tartare, the Wagyu, and then the brightness from the cilantro, and then I think there's some nuts in there that gives it an extra textural component that sort of grounds the whole dish together. Brilliant. Thank you. The women just told me they were walnuts. The walnuts really come through that nut, and it brings out, I think, the sugars of the cracker, and the lasting, lingering taste is this sweetness, this fragrance in your mouth. I love it.
Pretty much making turbot tea.
Turbot tea.
So a broth is made using the bones of the turbot. With this really hot broth, it's going to slowly start to infuse and perfume the broth.
Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about this rewired. It says, rewired is a traditional provincial fish stew. It's thickened by garlic aioli. And on the side here, the bouquet garni. It's a garnished bouquet, a bundle assortment of fragrant herbs used to flavor stock. That's actually what's in the tea. And we have a skyr, and it's a thick and creamy Icelandic yogurt. So that's what it is, and it's like an ode to the aioli. So now let's try it. So we came in with the turbot tea. Guys, I'm so sad. I didn't hit record. I thought I did. Wyman came in with this amazing sesame paste, and he put like ever so slightly and dabbed it on the soup. I'm so sad that I missed it. So sesame has a lot of good fats in there, so it's going to help bring out some much needed flavors. So let's get into it. Okay, so I'm going to try a little bit of this turbot broth or turbot tea first. Oh wow. What a beautiful, plain fish broth. It reminds me of like a laksa broth without the chili and without the coconut milk. Just that clean, crustacean-y broth. Okay, I'm now gonna mix this aioli in with the soup just to thicken up the broth. Okay, so now let's try it with the aioli. It's gotten thicker. It gives it a lot more richness. So now he said to take some of that and try it with a little bit of sesame. So we'll do that now. Oh, it gives it a nice richness, that sesame paste. I'm ready to dive in and try it with the fish. Alrighty, let's try it. You taste citrus in the first bite. You bite into it and I think it's fish skins. Oh, wow. You know, turbot is a very, very soft tasting fish, but this is really lovely. Very light. Tasting of garlic chips. Very light and yet fragrant with the garlic chips. The cook on the fish is perfect. I want to just show you. Look at that. Just look at that. Wow. Wow. It's like a warm hug. So fresh. So fragrant. Guys, I want to cry. I'm getting emotional. When you get, and that sesame paste is just, it's like the final ending, and it goes really well with that garlic chip. So the citrus is coming from the coriander. It's just so delicate, so nice. And is it lemongrass that I'm also tasting again? This dish, I can't even eat it because it's so beautiful. I cannot even pronounce it, but it's an Afro-Brazilian style fritter that we have here. And it's got a turmeric and coconut curry, which is in the center that you see. It's that dark orange color. And it has a salted prawn emulsion around it. And you can see there's an herb oil that's delicately put on the side. It's just a piece of artwork, guys. Like, look at this. There's some sumac right on the sides. There's some ladyfingers or okra on the side. And then it's paired with a bunch of seafood. So you have stuffed mussel, and you have the fritter, and then you have the lobster, and then I think it's a piece of fish. Oh my god, I'm ready to try it. Are you? Because I don't know how to eat this, so I'm just gonna go right in. I don't know with how. Let's dig in. I cut the lobster. Let's go in with the lobster. Look at that. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna dip it in the shrimp prawn emulsion with the curry as well as this oil. I'm gonna get a big bite. Oh. Wow. Okay, first of all, that lobster is cooked to perfection. Guys, when I say perfection, I mean perfection. Wow. It's just cooked. The sweetness is just, you know, with the curry, which is so strong, and a shrimp emulsion, it's not covering that lobster flavor at all. Oh my god, that prawn emulsion, oh my god, so clean. Absolutely clean, like I don't even taste it anymore. I'm gonna go in and try the different sauces because I feel like I need to give it an ode to all things that are sauces. It's sweet. It's got the same sort of herby, lemongrass. It's got this great buttery flavor of curry. Okay, I'm gonna do the vegetable. I'm gonna mix this all together. And I wanna take a little bit of this fritter that we've been talking about, the Afro-Brazilian style fritter. And I'm gonna pair it with this okra and get that sauce right up in there. Oh, that fritter, the friedness, it does really taste like a falafel. And then the okra is just sweet, but that slipperiness on your tongue. And then, of course, that beautiful curry that's just coming through. The fritter is vegetarian, but it's got these lovely flavors in it that I can't put my finger on. I took some of the fritter with the lobster. I can taste the basil oil. Oh, there's a lot of music playing. I hope. How beautiful. It's so clean. And I just love how even though there's such a strong sauce, you can still taste everything. Okay, I'm going to taste the stuffed mussel. It's, wow. Look at that. Inside, I see some red. I see some edible flowers. Okay, let's try it. Get some sauce in there. Mm. The mushroom's so small. They put it with onions and tomato, some other herbs. Oh, so nice. I'm so sad. My mic died halfway and I didn't check it till now. So I had to switch to another mic. So sad that half of my footage is not going to have audio. It's okay. I'm going to think of a way for you guys to get audio.
Morels are very much in season at the moment. They come from Aragon in Spain. Today, you'll be enjoying that with a shiitake as well as a charred shimeji puree.
Oh my god, the morel. Oh, that smell. The smell is so mushroomy. It's got two morels. It's stuffed with, I think, something with onion in it. And there is what I believe is bok choy on the top. Oh my god, just tasting it. Oh, You know, what I love about morel mushrooms is if you char it up enough, it almost tastes like a good steak. And it's great because the next dish is going to be beef. It's going to be steak. So it's going to go hand in hand. Oh my god, it's so good, so delicate. Oh my god, like I can be eating this sauce. Like, look at me, I am eating this sauce.
Bouffe à la presse is an E5 Yamaguchi Wagyu ribeye sous vide in ultra-low heat, then pressed so the jus of the beef stays bright. The steak is paired with the white kimchi and a sort of breadcrumby thing, which gives the dish a textural contrast to the melt-in-your-mouth tenderness of the meat. The edible flour it comes with has this taste of mustard that goes perfectly well with the steak.
Okay, I'm trying to beef again for you, but this, just see my expressions. It is the perfect balance. It's so good. And crunchiness from this kind of biscuit that they have with the white kimchi with the much needed acidity. Oh, it's just the perfect balance. And then, oh my god, guys, just it's such a playful dish. Like, look at those platters. You know, the fact that it's just cooked all naturally in its own juices with a little bit of salt, you don't need anything else. All you're eating is just the jus left over. It's just cooked down and then pressed. So all that juice is just coming down. So it still has that lovely pink. And we're just eating its own sauce. And the fact that it's slow cooked, it's a perfection. Okay? Pink, but without it being raw. That's what the chef wants to show. Just the quality of that ribeye, the marbling, it's going to give it that beautiful beef flavor. It gives it that meatiness that it needs. It really doesn't need anything. Dominic said it, who I think is the owner, the side of the plate is the salt with a little bit of chives. You have this beautiful garnishing flour, which actually the flour tastes like mustard. So as you know, the beef goes really well with mustard. So it's going to accompany the dish. Now, the most surprising thing is the white kimchi. Like, who adds kimchi to beef? But the kimchi, the use of white kimchi is very, very smart. It really needed that acidity because this beef, it's got a bit more fat in it. So what it needs is some acidity to break down that fat, and the white kimchi does it perfectly. White kimchi, we call it water kimchi, is just kimchi without chili. So if you have it all in one bite, it's just so good, so good. And then lastly, you want to mix all of the crummy bits with the jus, and it becomes like a thickened juice. There's saltiness with beef flavor. The crumble, there's a crunch. It just brings out that starchiness, and it's just sweet, and it just ends in this fragrant sweetness. Oh my god, all of it. It's so good. Just, oh, I love this dish. Like, I want to lick this plate. Thank you very much. Ooh. Okay.
With charred gooseberries on the bottom, champagne.
Champagne. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to have this beautiful gooseberry that's a little bit charred. We have this granita here, and it's got sparkling wine. I'm going to try it. Wow, brain freeze. Wow. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the gooseberry, okay? This one is lovely char. Lovely, lovely char. Which is offset by this granita, which is so light and refreshing. And then there's the wine, the sparkling wine. You know what it tastes like? A summer day on a barbecue. Like, and you're having like watermelon and pineapple, like fruit steaks. Oh, beautiful. It's very light, very refreshing. It feels a lot like a palate cleanser. And look at this, it's so cold that this is already froze. Beautiful. I feel like the sparkling wine adds to that coldness. All right, let's drink the wine. Cheers. Gooseberry. Perfect. On to the next dish. A little bit about this chocolate sorbet, and the top is a crumble, which they call mud, and then there's a peanut brittle at the very bottom, and then this is the ikan-bilis, the anchovy. Start with this ice cream. It's wow. I've never had chocolate with anchovies before, so this is gonna be something new. So you said to go straight down, so I'm just gonna take all of it. The anchovy. Take it with some of that. Oops, the peanut. Oh my god, I'm butchering it, guys. Cheers. Mm-hmm. 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 Mm. There it is. There it is. Oh my god. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. For the longest time, I'm only tasting the chocolate sorbet and then the chocolate crumble, like the mud. And at the very end, you're tasting that ikan-bilis, that much needed savoriness. And then you have a hit of that chili jam. So you have a little bit of the ikan-bilis with the chili, that peanut brittle. It reminds me of a nasi lemak in ice cream form, right? But with chocolate. I feel like this would be the perfect PMS dish for Indonesian girls. You have chocolate, you have nasi lemak. Very interesting. I love that idea. Because the chocolate works really well, oddly enough, with that much needed savory sweetness. Ooh, it ends in this sweet, savory, spiciness. Beautiful. It's no fruit, and they added a sake jelly. Ugh, beautiful. Okay. Here it is, guys. You see the jelly on top. It's made of the sake and seasonal fruit. Okay. Bon appetit. Mmm. 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 It's melon with jello, but it just melts in your mouth like water. You don't taste the sake, but it's got a slightly savoriness to it. It's very nice. And you know how, have you ever added salt to like watermelon? That's kind of what it tastes like. A little bit of salt to bring out the sweetness. Thank you very much. I'm getting my water added. Look. I think they said it's chestnut. This is the treasure 4 that we're trying now. And this is really reminiscent of the Japanese dessert that you have, but bigger in these little pancakes. There's an almond on the top. Mmm. It's like a coffee cream, hazelnut. And there's a hazelnut right inside. Mmm. Mmm. So good. I'm ready to have this chocolate. Oh. With another hazelnut. This just gets richer than the other one, which is soft. This is just a burst of chocolate, kind of salty cream, and the crunch of the hazelnut. Mm. Yeah, I'm ready for this package. Isn't this cute? Okay, so we're told to not just eat it, we have to open it. So I'm gonna do that. Okay. Uh-oh.
One eternity later.
It's childproof. I can't seem to open it. Okay. Please guess what is inside. Leave a comment below what you think it is, and if you're right, let me know and I'll give you a prize. No, I'm just kidding. I can't afford it. But if you like and subscribe, it'll help me a lot, and I can make more of these videos for you and probably send you guys some gifts. Okay. Ta-da-da! Oh, wow. Look at this. Oh, it's got like a syrup in it. I'm gonna try it. I've had it before. It's like preserved with lemon. No, I've had this before.
Oh.
Can I ask you what the wrapped, what this is again?
Nutmeg candy. Nutmeg candy.
Nutmeg candy. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. It's nutmeg candy. But it tastes like a childhood preserved. Oh, it's gonna bug me. It tastes like this childhood thing that I've always had. It's almost got preserved candy kind of a chewiness, and then the syrup. Oh my god, it's gonna bug me. If I know, I'll let you guys know in the video, okay? Okay, now to the bonbon, now to the candy, the jelly candy. Oh my god, guys, look. This is in the gooseberry leaves, the gooseberry that we had from the previous dessert. They used it to kind of make this box pretty with our dessert, which is like a soft jelly candy. Very reminiscent of like, is it Greece? Okay. No, not Greece, Italy. What is this called? Guaypa? Osamin? Osamin? It doesn't say. It's guaypa. And they made it into a jelly. Very smart. Oh, so good. Usually I'm not a big fan of these jellies. But this one, Okay, guys. There you have it. We just finished our lovely meal at Nouri. If you ever get to come to Singapore, I highly recommend this place. You get only one menu when you do come, and expect the unexpected. You're gonna get a huge history lesson on your food. Scan the QR code when you do get here before your meal arrives, but honestly, the meal comes like that. And while you're waiting, just read up on what you're eating. There's a glossary in the back of this menu that tells you everything that you're eating. And honestly, today, it felt like we went on a huge journey across Asia, across Southeast Asia, across South America. Being able to kind of go to different countries in a short span of a few hours. Also, as well, having the chef taking different aspects of different cuisines and fusing them together, and it was absolutely genius. Thank you, Wyman, staff of Nouri. We had such a great time. Definitely going to be back. All right, guys, it was such a pleasure to have a meal with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you have any other questions or want me to try any other food, please leave a comment below. And of course, make sure to subscribe. It will help me greatly, and I can keep trying these foods with you. Hopefully, I hope I don't have any more audio issues. I really hope you like this video, even though we had audio issues. I'm going to try to make the best that I can. Till next meal. Bye.